Hello friends, welcome to SahuStudies. In this video, we are going to discuss about calculate evaluation order in Power BI. So let's discuss about calculate evaluation order, then we will discuss this slide. When calculate start evaluating the DAX expression, first it does that it evaluates the filter parameter, and after the filter parameter evaluated, it evaluates the expression. One additional step happens whenever this calculate process the filter argument. If it has a modifier such as all, keep filter, remove filter, then the modifier evaluated first, then filter parameter evaluated, and then expression evaluated. Now if you just consider these two DAX query which I have written, so first how it will going to evaluate, first it will evaluate the filter parameter. So here we can see this is the filter parameter, that's why it is evaluated first. And once the filter parameter evaluated, then here also this is the filter parameter. So this is the inner filter parameter, this is the outer filter parameters. The filter parameter will evaluated first. When the filter parameter evaluated, then any expression will going to evaluate. So this is the expression, that's why it will going to evaluate after these two steps. Now consider that we have a certain kind of a modifier in our DAX query. The modifiers such as all, remove filter, and keep filter. So whenever evaluation order will going to happen in the calculate, first it will evaluate the modifier. So this all modifier will going to evaluate first, then whatever the filter parameter it will going to evaluate. So this is the filter parameter it will going to evaluate, and this is the filter parameter which will going to evaluate. And at the last, this is the expression, at the last expression will going to evaluate. This is the like evaluation order generally Power BI does whenever we are going to write. See here, this whenever we are going to use this both measures to visualize in the form of a table, it will going to give us the same result, because both are doing the same thing. Only one difference here is that in this measure, all modifier will going to evaluate first, and after that it will going to overridden by AP store ID and the product group filter. So what DAX engine generally does, DAX engine combine multiple filter argument into a single filter context. So suppose we have a multiple filter argument in a DAX query which is present in the calculate function. So what DAX engine will going to do, it will combine the multiple filter argument into a single filter context. This is the data model which we are going to use in this exercise. If you want to understand the data model, then please watch video number 12 in this playlist. What I'm just doing, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just creating a measure. Here I'm using the calculate. In the calculate, this is the expression in the sense it is also a measure which I am just using in this calculate function. This is the filter parameter and this is the filter parameter. So how it will going to evaluate, first it will going to evaluate this one, then it will going to evaluate this one, and lastly it will going to evaluate this one. Evaluation order will going to happen here. This is the filter context, so sorry, this is the filter argument, so it will process first, this will process second, and this is the expression, it will process third. Here what I'm just doing, I'm creating a measure. All the things are same, only extra code is I am here using this modifier, the all. So how the evaluation order will going to happen here? First modifier will going to evaluate, then filter condition will going to evaluate, and then this expression will going to evaluate. So this is the calculate evaluation order. So let's do this exercise over Power BI. Let me go to this filter, dedicated measure. Let me create a new measure. Okay, let me write these two. Let me let me write these two measures in Power BI. So let's go to the Power BI. Go to the dedicated measure table. Create new measure. Name it as AP. Name it as AP retail store 30 sales of coffee calculate. What we are doing here, we are just doing, we are using the calculate function, and in the calculate function we are using one measure AP retail, AP retail customer sales, and then we are using two filter condition. Which type of filter condition we are using? AP retail store lookup, AP retail ID is 30. Now again we are putting one filter condition, AP retail product lookup, and in the product lookup what we are just doing, product group. Where is the product group? This is the product group, and the filter condition is row averages. Row averages. Close it and hit enter. Power BI is creating this measures. Let me copy the code of this measure and now create another one. Just paste it here. Just put calculate with all, with all, and here just put one more condition, all, and in all what we are just giving, AP retail store AP retail store lookup. Run it. Okay, it will going to give the error because this bracket needs to be closed. Okay, it has been closed, but let me just format it well. Let me format it well. Okay. Now let me create a visualization. Let me put a matrix here. First, let me put transaction date. So what here we have done something. So here we are calculating a matrix. Okay. Here we are visualizing a matrix. Here we are putting the transaction date. Here we are putting the measures which we have written with the help of a calculate, and this is the measure which we have written with the help of a calculate as well as the or modifier. But we can see the values are the same, which is expected. So let's create this visualization in Power BI. First, let's put the transaction date and the two filters which we have created. Let me make it bigger. We can see this is this value is coming from a measure which we have written with the help of a calculate, and this value is coming from a measure which we have created with the help of a calculate and all. Let's go to the PPT. In this video, we have seen the calculate evaluation order in Power BI. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.